Hey everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we're going to be doing Madara versus Sasuke. It's that scene in the Ninja War, you know, where they're attacking them both from the side. So Naruto's using that sort of Rasengan, the sort of magma one. You know, it's got the patterns on it. So I'm on a landscape orientation page. Make sure you use a pencil and eraser for this. It's complicated, right? So take your time. And we're actually going to start with that circle for that magma ball, right? So if you have a circular object to draw around, feel free to do that, right? So we're going to, I think it's the easiest place to start. And then we'll do sort of Madara here and then maybe Sasuke and Naruto, right? So center point of my page is about here. We're just going over to the left a little bit and we're going to try and sketch a circle. You know, if you have something circular that's like big enough, this isn't big enough, you know, it would work really well. So, or if you just like to do freehand circles, you can do that as well. So we'll give it a go. So we'll just roughly sort of sketch in. So like like the top of the circle, side, like around here. Right, so, and then you can try and like just even things up then. All right, so then in there we've got like lots of these sort of patterns, right? So we got like a circle with like this sort of horseshoe sort of shape coming around it. Like that, and then there's like another thing underneath here. I think the idea is it looks a bit like lava or something, but I'm not sure. You just keep adding stuff like this. Let me add more. Like this kind of thing. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine. You can sort of change it up if you want. You're roughly looking for these dots with curves around them. That seems to be the general pattern. Okay, so that's roughly that, right? So that's hitting Madara, right? So it's got like all these like hatching lines and things coming out from it, like all these energy sort of things going down this way and then some coming this way. Right, going up and out real far, like just these sort of hatching lines. And like this kind of stuff. And because this is a manga drawing, it is important to sort of get these in. So, because in sort of the anime, it's done with sort of effects and things, and we can't do that because, you know, we just got pencils and things. So you're just adding this general sort of force going this way. That's the idea, right? Naruto's hand will eventually be like up here somewhere. But we will come back to that. We'll get Madara done first. You know, there can be like dots and dashes and things all in here. Right, okay. So this goes up maybe a bit further up here. 1, 2, 3 of them. Right, okay. Now, Madara's body is like in here, right? So the edge of his shoulder, so we've shoulder level, we'll get shoulder level first. So it's like here, right? So the top, the fly isn't it? So we got shoulder, top comes across, right? Just sort of curves across here. And we do have some hair covering it, but we'll just get the main sort of shoulder area in first, right? Just like the top of his shoulder. And then this sort of curves down here. And this curves like right in, because like Sasuke's chidori is like coming in and smacking him right there, okay? So the top of his sort of cloak or shoulder, sort of here, comes across like this, and we got like a hair spike coming down here. A couple of them. 1, 2, and then his shoulder goes over. And then he's got real big hair, right? So it goes like off this way. So it comes out like coming up here, spiking out, and then spiking up. So he's getting smacked, so there's like his hair's been just like blown up off it that way. So like, and there's like lots of hatching and things like so, and then out the other side it'll go like this way out to like a spike here, back in, back out again. Back in, up. Okay, so like much bigger than you'd think now, so it's like it's really flying out this way, and every now and then you could have some like hatching lines, you know, like some energy sort of stuff. Okay, so, and this is here, I'll just erase these lines that come down over his shoulder just here. Right, so the rest of this cloak, right, it's gonna come out somewhere down here, right? So it comes out real big. So it comes down, like, hits the ground. And the other side is like over here. Comes out from Sasuke's chidori that we'll draw now in a second. So it's real wide. So very wide cloak, right? This comes up the inside here, and then this flowing sort of portion comes across, and it goes down then back up to there. So yeah, like back around there, right? And then we can see his two legs sort of hanging down here, right? So go out, it'll go off the bottom of my page, so it comes down, like his legs coming down this way, like so. And just like roughly drawn in, there's not a tremendous amount of detail in the characters themselves once you get sort of everything in the right place. So a leg coming down there. And then there's a leg sticking out here. This is a bent leg, so it's like so, and then it curves around for his knee. And then we have just like his foot. And like that's his calf, I'd say. And then his foot just sort of the bottom of his foot here. Sort of shaped like a pea or something. You know, like so. That's all colored in black, right? So on his cloak, then he's got that bullseye that's on the back of his, at the top. So we got like a dot here, and then concentric circles just coming around. And it's, you know, they're sort of ovally, and they're not perfect circles, so that suits us. So just around and around, right? And then we have those symbols on the back. They look like number 9s. So like so. See? So there's like 3 rows of 3. So we'll go down again. Another one here. Another one there. And another one here. Another one here. And this one you can't really see it. It's in there somewhere. Another one. Like that. And then he's got them all the way along here. So we got to do all them. Right, so again, like lots of sort of, you know, fold lines and sort of hatching lines and things, but I won't do all of it because it'll make the video crazy long. So, you know, there's debris and hatching, and you know, he's getting smacked, so scratch marks, you know, he's been in a fight and debris and dashes and all this. You can do as much of it as you want, really. Lots of that kind of stuff, right? So Sasuke's chidori is here, right? So we'll do his hand. It's like smacking into Madara, right? So let's see what we can see. So, okay, we'll do his wristband first that protects his sort of forearm. So his forearm area, right? So it's just like a rectangle here, right? Right, like so. And then his hand will come out from here. So it just kind of comes out straight at first, like so. And I think we've got like a finger bump and then down to there. And then there's a couple of fingers that come around. So we go around here. And we might see like another finger bump on top and another finger that comes down sort of around. How close do we get to his body? I think we're around here. Yeah, and this comes down there. And then we go back and then we hit another finger. So we can just see like the top of that finger going back that way. And then we do that again for his little finger. And then this one goes back like so. We can't see his thumb, so this just sort of flies back around, sort of into there somewhere. So it's pretty long. It's like longer than you'd think. So that might be like the bottom of his hand. I just went put too much ink there. I'm just going to clean that up. So it does look a little long, but I think that's the idea because it's like flying towards him. So right, so something like that anyway. So this could be like, I think his hand and his wrist, right, roughly. And then we have more of that energy stuff sort of coming out, flying out from the hand here, right? So like kind of similar to this, except going the opposite direction. So it'll go like these sorts of spikes flying out like so, and coming around here as well. Here, more energy. Right, and then there is there's all that black sort of chidori slash Amaterasu sort of energy coming out from that. But we'll finish Sasuke first, right? So his forearm then sort of comes in, out from his arm, here, out, and down into there, right? And then the bottom of that arm, out like so. And everything's sort of long and has like hatching all on it. Like there's all this sort of energy and stuff. So a lot of it is kind of obscured by a lot of these lines. And then his sleeve will start his long sort of baggy sleeve here, and this comes across again this way like so, and this comes pretty long for his shoulder that way, and then we go underneath, and then his body sort of curves this way down like so, and like some fold lines going that way. Shoulder, and then his collar comes out from the shoulder here and curves down the back, goes off my page. So a few more room, you know, feel free to fit whatever you can of his shoulder there, and this is like his body, and then his trousers kind of sticks out, so it comes out like this. His pants folds into here, and we've got another sort of body section here like so, and then bump out here like that. Right, and before I do his leg, we'll just finish his head, right? So we can just see his hair really. So it spikes out, goes all the way around. Down the front. Just into there, and I think we can see his ear. We should see his ear. So here. Like so, and maybe some of his nose. Just there like that. Okay, you can't really see his eye or anything. It's like covered with hair just in there. Okay, so now that leg of his. So comes out, bumps out like so first, and then it bumps in and then comes out again to his knee. This part goes off the page there. Lots of energy lines going this way, dirt and things like so, and his knee comes down, around, down the bottom, off the back of the page there, and then he's got that rope, you know, that hangs down in that heavy sort of, what's it called, heavy Sasuke sort of style of the costume. That sort of hangs down here, and then his leg will come out like so, and the back of his knee just in there, like that. And like there's fold lines and stuff all in here as well. And that's the bottom of his trousers, and then his leg goes off that way. And you can leave it like that if you want, but we can see just like his foot coming in here, right? So we got like foot, and comes back top of his sandal like that, goes back this way, and then we have toes, right? So like the bottom of his sandal here, and then we can just see his toes. So we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, big toe, hate drawn toes. So he's like kind of flying in that way, you know, so yeah, we might put some shadow or something just going back this way, and more energy sort of lines and things like that, right? And then so we've got like thick sort of lightning Amaterasu sort of chidori lines, right? So let's go for it. So it's just like going back, right? So you're going like changing direction a lot back this way, all the way over here, right? So it's like a one main direction, and it all stems out here, right? So you just go back all angles, and then they join together. You know, each one will sort of have a sort of pattern like this, right? And you'll just do loads of this basically, going back, real thick sort of line, and up this way as well. And you can just kind of make this up, really. It doesn't have to be like exactly like mine, you know, because it goes a bit random, so in places, so, and it goes like over his hand and stuff as well, so. Right, and debris and energy and dirt and things and as much of that as you want, really. Like all stuff like dirt and dots and so roughly like that, right? So then we'll go over and do Naruto. So let's see. So hand, same sort of thing, right? So shoulder and arm and hand and stuff, right? So I think his arm's just here, right? So it comes out like so, straight line towards here, and then this comes out down like so. And then this is like the top of his glove or something that he wears. So it kind of curves back and then down for the back of his arm, just down here. All right, and then his fingers and the back of his hand and stuff. So finger comes out here. Back of the hand there, comes up, around to there, and then down like so, next finger. So we got like knuckles and things, so it's always tricky drawing hands. Take your time. This one goes around there, down like so, so you're kind of doing this kind of thing. This comes out, down, around. This comes out, down to there. And this comes out, down, around for the little finger, down the back of his hand, then there. I think we can see a little bit of his thumb or something back, like here. Alright, like so, and that has all sort of hatching and stuff on it as well. Of course, because it's a manga drawing as well, like these are all colored black. This is black. Sasuke's pants are black. Madara's pants are black. But I'll do that all together afterwards because it'd be much quicker. So, next. Right, so we got like a ripped, torn sort of sleeve for Naruto. This comes down like so. Down to there. Down, 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 down. It kind of comes back up. In towards the body, and then this goes back there. So he's got his cloak, his, bijou cloak. It's the same sort of thing as we did with Sasuke's shoulder. It just goes back like so, and we're adding sort of these fold lines, and then this goes back around like so, and he has a symbol on his shoulder. We'll draw that in. It's like a black dot. Like so, and there's like a ring around it as well. So, and then back here. Like that, right. So, similar sort of thing as well. We got the front of his body sort of the other side of his cloak sort of hangs down here, and then his leg comes out the front of that somewhere like this way. Goes out there, and then we got like another line just for his chest or something here. And then his knee will stick out. It goes pretty close to Madara's sort of cloak here. So it goes sort of this direction. So it goes like out to there. So we're kind of similar sort of fashion to Sasuke's, and then it comes down. I don't think we can see Naruto's foot. So it just like curves around here, goes back like so, and then it'll go back this way, and then we can see sort of, so his inner thigh comes in maybe here, and then it'll go down like that way, and then his foot goes back like so. Maybe like the top of his boot or something's there. Can't really see much else, so we'll just leave that like that. And that goes back there. Right. Oh, we can see another hand. So that sort of comes out from his body here. Like so, and goes up like that. And thumb goes around, and then the next finger. So we got like fingers that are curled over. So one of them, next one, same thing again, 2, 3, and a 4th. We have fingernails roughly drawn in, just these sort of squares, and then the rest of his hand comes down here. And this is the line for the inside of the glove. Maybe like a thumb line or something going this way. Palm of his hand up in there, but not a lot of detail on that hand now that I can see. Maybe some lines just in here, just roughly like that. And then again, more debris all around here. This kind of stuff. Okay, so Naruto's head, right? So what can we see? So we can see his collar sort of coming up this way. Right, kind of like Sasuke's collar. And then this will descend down here. Right? Then we got his ear here. Just sort of hooks over and becomes like his sideburn there. Right? Then you got like bones and ligament lines inside his ear there. And we can see roughly his headband as well. So this comes down kind of like a letter T just there. And his nose will come down from that. So it goes like into there. And then the headband will come up and around. And this is like the metal plate. Semi sort of sticking off there with some buttons on it. And then this will go back around this way. And you know, his headband might come sketch back in roughly that way. And then some headband moves. So there was one person who was requesting this a few times, so I hope it's not too hard. But it is pretty challenging. Right, so then his eye. So he's kind of frowning. So we got like, we can see a top eyelid line there. And this comes down the back. Down to there, and then just up into here, right? And then his eyebrow sort of down there. So can't really see much. And then we got like hair spikes and things going the whole way back and around to the front as well. So we got like a little spike here. This comes up, over, like so, and then he's got like two big ones flying back that way. Another one like comes in here. So they're flying back real far. And then this spikes down. Back this way. Like so, and again, you can add like lots of lines, dirt and debris and things like that. So there's lots of these kind of directional lines, you know, for energy and sort of the blast coming from their attacks. Way more than I'm even adding here. So, you know, it really is up to you how much of that you do, but I'll have to end it there anyway because the video will be crazy long. I hope that helped someone in the YouTube universe. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.